Hi, my name is Jensen Morgan and I am doing this video interview for the Senior Specialist in Environmental Sustainability at the City of Fort Collins. The first question that we've been asked to answer is, how do you engage diverse and underrepresented audiences? Is it different than the general population? And I would say yes. And the reason that is true is really related to this concept of equity. To me, equity means, and there are many definitions online, equity in the social justice and community engagement realm really means how do you make sure that all people in your community have the resources they need to succeed regardless of their background or identity? How do you level that playing field for everybody? Which sometimes means more resources to certain groups and identities than others. How do you do that? I think it means going out in the community and identifying barriers to certain groups. What are those barriers to participation? How do we identify and understand their experience? And to do that, you have to get out of your chair. You have to go out in the community and build relationships and have conversations and build friendships, really, with community leaders that represent different identities and champion those identities. So this is something I actually wanted to do for this video. I actually went out and tried to do some of that. So I wanted to ask people, what does equity mean?
To me, equity means just the value of life, whether that's jobs, financial security, faith, friends, family, quality of life, I guess, would be equity to me.
Making sure people have opportunities to get ahead in life.
More access to basic resources.
Those that are in Old Town Square at a certain time of day are skewed, right? In terms of if you're really trying to understand what diverse audiences think about the meaning of the word equity, you can't just go to Old Town Square in the middle of the day on a Saturday. So again, it really is about reducing barriers to participation, getting out and meeting people where they are at. You can't just go to one location and expect to have a diverse representation. So the things that I can jump right into are engagement. That is something I have a lot of experience with in my current position in the Economic Health Office. I do business engagement and data support for businesses in Fort Collins. And I, in my previous position at Roland Hall School in Salt Lake City, Utah, was the sustainability coordinator. So I have experience in community engagement around behavior change campaigns for environmental things, for greenhouse gas reduction, for energy efficiency, for water use. That was what my role was really focused on. I understand conservation psychology concepts such as community-based social marketing. So engaging with the community and building those relationships and getting out of my chair are things that I have a lot of experience and comfortability with. The second thing that I can jump right into is having experience working with people from various socioeconomic, racial, and ethnic backgrounds. I was an intern for the Inclusion Center, which is a social justice nonprofit in Utah, for a year. I have worked at a social justice summer camp in Vermont, which was focused on anti-racism training. The area that I need more support in is understanding formal protocol for public outreach and engagement, making sure that I'm understanding the legality behind that and the formal rules that are required to do that effectively within the parameters of how the city does public outreach. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really appreciate being able to interview for the community engagement position with the City of Fort Collins Climate Team, and I really hope that you consider me for the next step in the interview process.